selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
When you're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics, there's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplified Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplified Development Services.
Nope, not going in, not gonna drown today.
Fixing your credit score can be scary, but with Credit Versio, we take the fear out of it.
Okay, you can do this. Be brave. Don't cry again. Hey, this isn't too bad.
Credit Versio helps dispute negative marks on your credit using our state-of-the-art technology that guides you every step of the way. It's never been easier to fix your credit and increase your credit score. Seriously, you can do this. Visit creditversio.com right now to get started.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working.
Are you serious?
Never not working. Dandruff protection that's never not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It is the 21st of December, 2022. This is Random Thoughts with DVP. I am your host with the most, DVP. And we are doing the, what we're going to call this, the holiday edition of the show. So I want to wish everybody a happy holidays first and foremost. And, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to, as the program is directed, we're going to start with my monologue, get into a little current event / news or whatever, and then we're going to end on a good note. So with that being said, I want to talk about, my monologue first. It's the holiday season, whether you celebrate holidays or not. It's that time of year. And I'm 57. And one of the craziest things that I've experienced in my 57 years is that growing up, Christmas was that time of year when even people who you didn't know, it was just a friendlier time of year for everybody. And people were just generally nicer. And I'm confused on what happened. I can't sit back here and be subjective and simply blame Christians. That would be false and misleading. And when I say that, you know, I say that in the context of I don't celebrate the holidays, but I don't begrudge anybody who does celebrate the holidays. It's insane to me that something as simple as, well, people will walk up to me when I'm out and about and they may say Merry Christmas or something, and I generally just say Happy Holidays. It's insane to me that people will get offended by me saying Happy Holidays. It's more insane to me that people get offended when other people tell them Merry Christmas. It's just a simple greeting, like hello, like Buenos Dias, like como se, whatever. Why is it that that's akin to fighting words now? When did this happen? When did we become such a sensitive society that people can't even be friendly without people taking offense to a simple friendly gesture at this time of year? And I noticed we're just a more hateful, resentful community for no reason. And yeah, I know everybody has their struggles. Everybody got something going on, and I accept that. But what's going on, Lavelle? When did simple gestures start becoming acts of hatred? That confuses me greatly. And there's no reason that it should. It's the holiday season. And everybody's going through something. Everybody's going through something. But it takes a lot of energy to be mean to people. Just throw your head up, throw your hands up, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Keep moving. But let's not make this about religion. Let's not make this about colorism. Let's not make this about who's stressing the most or who got the least. Well, just speak. You know, the proliferation of, no, it's the wrong page, K. Slim, coming to Random Thoughts. You already know it's the wrong page. The proliferation of Scrooges is just amazing to me. But then everybody wants to be understood by somebody, even though they don't want to understand anybody. That to me is it's like just insanity. So we got 4 days to Christmas. What's that mean? So that means we got 11 to the new year. Come on, let's try to end the year on a good note. And with that being said, I have no New Year's resolution because, as I said the last show, New Year's resolutions just rarely make sense to me. If you know that something needs to change, why do you wait 2-3 weeks or whenever to change it? Why not just change it when you know it needs to be changed? I mean, unless it's some effing up foolish fucker that you just want to continue doing for the rest of the year. If you know it's bad for you or not good, go ahead and change it now. So it is that season where we're supposed to be, showing a little bit more goodwill toward men. I don't know how this season got picked, and this ain't got nothing to do with commercialism or any of that. It's just, it is what it is. We don't have to. There you go, K Slim. We don't have to be in a particular way. So with that being said, my friend Kevin Slim is on the page. Kevin has a paint and sip that we are going to start doing some events from. Kevin, you want to come on mute right quick and talk about your paint and sip? This is something that we've been talking about. He's invited me more than once. For those of y'all that don't know, I still get a little panicky at public events. I sweat like a runaway slave. But Kevin is a friend. He's somebody I've been knowing for way too long, and he has spoken about this. And so, it's something that we want to do together, partly because it's a good thing to do. A lot of you ladies, guys like painting. Most of y'all like wine. Y'all winos, but I'm not judging. But he has a venue. It looks like it's a good time. He posts. So, he invited me to come there. Let's talk about something, because they're nights when there's couples there, and there are nights when, it's just a bunch of women or whatever, but it's a fun time to be had by all. All right, kid, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link in your inbox. All right. And it's a fun time. And we're gonna see if we can get my ace out there, Roy, and see what he does. But it's a paint and sip. I'm gonna let him tell you about it and some of the things that they do. Because one of the things I want to get into, and Roy put me on the spot, so I'm gonna put him on the spot. We got the hats and the shirts are in. I don't have mine yet. I've been doing a ton of things. You'll see as the show goes on some of the things I've been involved in. But yeah, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna have some ways that you can support my JBN. We're gonna have some ways that you can support Random Thoughts with DVP, and just show your support in general, how we can start coming together and doing something good for the collective. I think that's important, and we got to get on it. So you get to show your support for what we're doing, and I'm sure when Roy comes back on, he will tell you about when we start having events, people who are wearing our gear. We're gonna have prizes, we're gonna have giveaways, all kind of things. So, but I'm gonna let him tell you more about that, because right now he got the advantage on me, because he got the product and I don't. Do I sound like the neighborhood dope man? So that's what we're gonna do. In the meantime, and in between time, let me first of all, as we talk about on the show, that there's a few things that we love to do. We are unapologetically Black. We do believe that there's nothing greater than Black women. We're about accountability and responsibility, and we're about promoting each other. So when I hear people say, we don't have this or we don't have that, and I listen to all the excuses, and one of the things that Roy got me more interested in, and I'm gonna see if you can, Roy, if you're there, I need you for like 3 to 5 minutes. One of the things that most intrigued me about working with Roy, once I understood better about the system, was that Roy had, my JBN is Roy's baby. This is a Black-owned, Black facilitated network. This is something that even when I stepped away from my JBN, I still went with a Black network because that was something that Roy got me into. So I ain't got no beef with nobody else. But if I was going to have a talent and a following, I'm going to take my following to something that looks like me and is representative of me. So with that being said, and again, money's great. Don't get it twisted. We want your donations. But even if you don't do nothing but share our stuff, you share my JBN, because you never know who wants to do a podcast, who wants to do a radio show. Roy's looking for DJs. And this is how we can uplift our own community from within without having to go around and saying what we don't got. Because Roy has the means. Roy has the system. Roy wants to start doing radio stuff, like real music and stuff like that. So Roy, right quick, just give them a little bit about stuff and how they can support us right quick, because this is what I want to end the year out talking about.
All right. Well, what it do, everybody? How y'all doing today? Like I said, we got the some things in. We're getting the first batch, couple of the hats. This is the logo hat that we have that we're doing for the fundraiser. We got T-shirts that, as he says unapologetically Black-owned digital media since 1998. Yes, we were podcasting before podcasting had a name. We actually have the shirt specifically in the women's cut as well. So you can, ladies out can get that and got you going. But D, since you're on the chat, type in the page. It's myjbn.com/grow, GROW, all lowercase.
myjbn.com
/grow, GROW.
Yeah, so it would help if I spell grow right.
But yeah, you can. All the information is there. What we're doing is we're pulling people in. And, the goal for us is to change the world. We want to change the way that we as people see ourselves. We've got a lot of stuff that we're looking to create.
It says not found.
Then did you do it right? Because it's there.
myjbn.com.
Yep. The slash that's on the question mark.
Right. Maybe because I put 2 in there. Yep, it still say not found.
Hold on, let me do this here while you doing it. Well, look, your guess is on. I'll come back on a little bit later.
Okay, but yeah, what we want to do is we want to support Black. So I got my man Kevin here. I should do backslashes. Ryan. Okay, but yeah, Kevin, I think that's your sound I'm hearing. We want to support Black. So I got my man Kevin here. I should do backslashes. Ryan. Okay, Kevin, can you hear me? Kevin, I think that's your sound I'm hearing. We want to support Black. So I got my man Kevin here. I should do backslashes. Kevin, can you hear me? All right, Kevin, there you go. Kevin has been my friend for way too long. He was my friend when I had hair.
D, hold up. Kevin, do you have the show open in another
Kevin
window?
Has been my friend for way too long. He was my friend when I had hair.
Kevin, yeah, it's probably open in another window. Whatever window you were watching it on before.
Hold up.
That should be good. Sound like we could.
I ain't hear you.
D, go ahead. It sounds like you're clear now.
All right, so yeah, there we go. Like I said, me and Kevin been friends for way too long. He has a paint and sip shop that's in DeKalb. We're gonna do some shows there on a few Friday nights. They're gonna probably be pop-ups. We're gonna plan a couple of them just so we can, get the participation. But he's there every Friday night and some more nights. So he's gonna tell you a little bit about what's going on with him and his venture. What's up, Kev?
Kev, I think what he's doing, I think he's watching it on the show feed. But he has to listen. Someone watch it on the Zoom link. You gotta watch it on the Zoom link.
Watch it on the Zoom link and not on Facebook.
Yeah, mute whatever's on Facebook, but then look at it on the Zoom link.
There you go. Appreciate it, Brian. And we're gonna talk about you right quick when Kev get everything situated. Give me the thumbs up when you're ready, Kev. And Brian has his show going on too. You know, Brian was here last week. That's my boy, Mindless Chaos. He likes to start shit. He's a smart brother. He got it going on. But we got to be able to support each other and push each other forward. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, monetary donations are always welcome. But even if you can't do that, there's nothing wrong with supporting your people. There's nothing wrong with sharing the video. There's nothing wrong with just asking your friends to go like the page. This is part of the positivity that we just got to start going through. And it's really okay. It's okay to share. It's okay to promote another person. You get the benefit of it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got to do. And we can start with this holiday season and make it work. You know what I'm saying? Kev, you give me the thumbs up when you're ready, sir? Okay, I guess he left. All right, so I can't tell you the address because I don't have it right quick. What's up, Jess? What's up, Jess? How you been? Jess was my baker extraordinaire who stopped baking and who started blinging out frogs. And that's what she was doing. So anyway, back to the thing about we keep saying what we don't have as Black people. We need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. There are a lot of things that we have that we don't take advantage of. And I talked briefly last show. We have a national anthem that nobody sings anymore. If you're in my age group, Roy's age group, it's something that we all knew growing up. We knew the Negro national anthem. We have things. We have our own Christmas. It's Kwanzaa. You know, there are things that we have that we just don't take advantage of. And Kwanzaa, one of the reasons I like Kwanzaa is Kwanzaa ain't gonna get you broke. It's a 7-day event. I'll let y'all look it up because I don't want to get deep into it because I don't want to belittle another holiday. But it's things that you can do to teach your kids the value of family. It's things that you can do to teach your family the value of family and not just be about money where we going in debt. Because the debt that some of y'all are getting into, to me, is insane. Y'all doing it for one day and nobody seems to be saving up for it. I'm gonna even put a savings plan in how you can save up. I don't know what you spend for Christmas, it's not my business, but how you can save almost $1,500 if you start saving the first of the year. Kevin, give me the thumbs up when you're ready. And there's so many things that we have access to. There's so many things that we can do to be prepared for this one day that seems to overwhelm a lot of people. And I just don't understand how you can be so overwhelmed by Christmas, but that's not my business. My business is to try to help you get a little bit better and make better decisions so we can progress and go forward. And that's what
I'm good. Can you hear me?
There you go. So I got my man Kev. I got my man Kev here finally. He's supposed to be the technological wizard, but he don't want to act right. So Kev, tell us a little bit about your paint and sip.
Hey, we are a sip and paint where you bring your better half or some friends, and we're located in East Atlanta Village on Glenwood. We've been the #1 sip and paint for the last 4 years. We've been open 5 years. We do a lot of obviously painting, but a big part of it is a lot of the topics. And as you and I have talked about, a lot of the things you talk about on your show actually becomes a lot of similar topics that we talk about in class. We have a lot of 90% ladies in there. And so part of the experience is just to strike up conversation like you do on your show. So
do I need to copyright my stuff? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to listen in to make sure you ain't stealing from me?
I absolutely steal some of your material.
What?
I mean,
what? See now I can't even talk to my folks no more.
Yeah, we usually it's just life skills, you know what I mean? We talk about credit, we talk about relationships, insurance. So you know, life stuff. I mean, it's surprising how many people don't know, you know, just simple stuff that we assume is simple, like how to build credit, home ownership, things of that nature.
So you have uncomfortable conversations as well.
Sometimes, I mean, we try to leave on a positive
right.
vibe, but part of the concept is to make people, you know, leave out of there with a beautiful painting and put some information in their purse, and hopefully network and meet people. We have a lot of very successful people that come through, and you know, it's an opportunity for people to network and meet new people and friends and spark partnerships. I just did a interview today with a young man by the name of Jamie. He's got about 30,000 followers on social media, and he's building his brand and helping him to build his business as well. So yeah, never know who you're gonna bump into in there.
And this is true, and this is why networking is so important. Me and Kev, even though we came from the same general field of public service, we were in two separate arenas that theoretically we weren't gonna bump into each other, because you never know who you'll meet and become a lifelong friend. We met 100 years ago. Who would have thought we would still been friends by now? I mean, he met people who started with him. I met people that I knew way before him, but 30 years later, you know, we still doing our friends meetings, and we still hooking up and hanging out once a quarter or whenever we can. And that's another something that, you know, we got to start doing. As you know, my next topic deals with holiday depression, and since Kev is here, I might as well put him on the spot. But most of us are getting older, and at some point, don't you get tired of seeing your friends down, wishing you would have did this or wishing you would have did that, or whatever it is, that you have that survivor's remorse, just not in a bad way. You know, one of the things we do is we try to make sure that we get together and meet once a quarter. We talk shit, we break bread, you know, we harass each other. One of the crew had a surgery. Kev just on his own shit, you know, demanding attention. But the good thing is, don't be blinking your camera now. The good thing is that we always we got each other. You know, we don't see each other, we don't call each other a lot, but when we get together, we hang out for way too long. Our significant others know they don't sweat us, they don't do any of that. So when I hear people talking about their wife won't let them do this, their husband won't let them do that, that just amazes me, because all of us are married to have a significant other. There's a woman in the group. She's married. And I want to say that because of the things that we've done, she got married because she was anti-marriage. She's like, I don't need a sheet of paper, until she got sick and realized what not having that sheet of paper, what it took away from her. And this is some of the things that we discuss amongst us, because as Kevin said, from some of our conversations, I still bring to the show. Because yeah, a lot of people say, oh man, marriage ain't nothing but a sheet of paper. Okay, get sick or die and see what marriage really is. And like I said, we had a friend who woke up with she had a brain aneurysm, and her significant other had no power at the hospital. He had no say on anything. Everybody knew who he was, except the doctors. And there was nothing that tied him to her, except for everybody saying, well, that ain't what the law saying.
Legally.
So, yeah, and that's important. You know, hell, I think everybody been sick or hurt now except for John. And that's, I guess, because he the baby of the bunch. As he get old, shit'll start happening to him. But you know, but that's what we got to stop doing. We got to do a better job of taking care of each other. Holiday depression is real, and when people get depressed, because that's what this segment is about. Hold on, I'm sorry, Kev, you got anything you want to share with us? You gonna stay with me, or you gonna? I know you always working.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So holiday depression is real, and a lot of people don't understand it, and it's more around this time because so many people are getting together family-wise, and Kale's wife just lost her grandfather, if I'm not mistaken.
Grandmother and cousin.
So that's a cause to be depressed. And you know, Kevin has to watch what he's doing, because you don't know when it'll hit you. Even though he has a friend who suffers from depression on a daily basis, when it hits home, even though it doesn't affect him directly, it's his wife. So technically it does affect him. You know, sometimes the people who you know don't have the same cheer. They don't have the same get up and go, because this is a family time of year, and this is especially when people reflect more about missing family. And some people just don't get that, and you're not paying attention. And sometimes you can make the situation worse by trying to force them to forget or get over it, or even just sit back and enjoy the moment. If you like most of us, what's up, Darren and Crystal? What's up, Crystal? If you're like most of us, most of our holidays growing up was around family, especially our grandparents. So if they're missing, this is just a super sad time. No matter what anybody tells you, and some people don't get that. Oh, come on, cheer up. It's not that easy. And you know, if you love these people, if you care about these people, you have to be a little bit more sensitive about it, especially if they're gonna be part of the mix. You know, if Kevin wants to throw, if let's just say Kevin normally throws a holiday party, because that's what they do. This time of year, it would be especially crucial for him to check to make sure his wife is in that mood right now. And if she is, Kevin knows that he's gonna have to step up a little bit, because she may have a moment where she, you know, just have a flashback. And this is something that we have to pay more attention to, especially from Thanksgiving to New Year's. This is when it hits most people the hardest. Hey, Crystal, make sure you put your link in here about the eyelashes. Crystal does eyelashes in Colorado.
I think to your point though, DB, a lot of times though, people just don't, even though we know people are going through things, I don't think people feel comfortable for whatever reason sharing their feelings or where they are with those things. So they end up, as we know, you know, people end up in that nutshell and alone, and that's when things like suicide happen. And I guess the one thing that you're kind of getting at is being able to check on them. But even if you check on them, you know, our typical answer is, man, I'm good, I'm all right. Next thing you know, it's, you know, hey, they done checked out of here, you know.
And you know, when I made the post, when I say check on these people, if they're your friends, quit telling them to call you. Call them. If they sound a little different, pull up on them. Don't. I suffer from depression, and I saw the post, and I know they didn't mean no harm, but I hate when people say, "Oh, if you're going through something, I'm here for you. Call me." Yada yada yada. Depressed people, the hardest thing for the average person to do is to ask for help. Imagine being depressed. The last thing you're gonna do is ask for help, because most of us are living a lie to start with. We want people to think that we're okay. So the last thing we're gonna do is reach out. But pull up, call them. Don't put it on Facebook. Most people going through depression, again, are not fucking doing social media. They may put a social media post on there with a cryptic thing, which is what I see a lot. They'll put a cryptic message up, and then here you see all these comments. Call me, bro, I'm here for you. Check your inbox. I wish Kevin would say some shit. If he thought I was going through something, tell me to check my inbox. Hell know where I live. I'm coming to check your inbox. And I'm gonna tell you how close we are, and it took fucking tragedy for us to understand it. We had one tragedy, and you remember the next thing we did after that tragedy? We made sure we had each other's spouse's phone numbers.
Right.
Because, you know, if something happens, what happens next? So yeah, let's fix this. And you know, we made sure all our spouses, hey, if you see this name, this is who this is. Because that's just the way it's gotta be. It's cute to talk about it. But as they say in the street, don't talk about it, be about it. So if you care about somebody, don't just sit back and say what they can do. What can you do for them? They need you more than you need them. And don't be that person that if they call you, you say, I'm gonna call you back, and then you don't. Especially if it's somebody who doesn't normally call you. See, I know I'll call Kill sometime, he'll call me. And if I call Kill and he'll answer, I guarantee he's gonna call me back in 15, 20 minutes. Because
for sure,
he got the juice now. And you know, but that's what you're supposed to have. This is how you can't defeat depression, but you can put it in a waiting line. When you got people who you know care about you, who will just call and talk to you, and if they don't like the way your voice sounds, they won't even let you hang up. When you got friends, you know, when you say, hey man, you good? And they be like, yeah, man, I'm good. Shit, all right, I'm on the way. We're gonna go play pool. We finna do something. I'm coming to your house. We finna talk shit, fire up the grill or something. And to the normal person, you don't realize how much that's needed. Because when you're depressed, you don't know what you need. You want to be alone so you can go through your depression and maybe do something that's super stupid that's going to piss everybody off. But you don't know what you need right now. And sometimes having somebody pop up on you is just the best thing going. But if y'all at that stage of, I got to inbox you, then clearly y'all not as friendly as y'all thought y'all were. You got to inbox me? And if you got to inbox me your number, then clearly we ain't that cool. And that's okay too. Don't put it out there that you're there for everybody, and that's all I'm saying, because this depression is real. It's real. And I said this before, even if you can't call a person, there's nothing like shooting out a gratuitous text from time to time. Hey, yo, what's up? Just checking on you. Because sometimes the fact that somebody's on your mind is enough to make you feel like you're important. We'll get a text. I'm sure Kevin gets some. He done saved people in fires and shit. They remember him, and it just brings a little smile to his face. Hell, he might not even been depressed, but it's the fond memory, and that's what we got to do. We have to do better at checking on people, whether we think they're depressed or not. Kevin has been knowing how long? Kevin been knowing me over 30 years. I don't think anybody knew I suffered from depression until I did my show. Because I kept it a secret. Hell, whenever Kevin saw me, I was fighting or talking shit or laughing and joking. But we
always knew something was wrong with you.
See, that's how you get blocked from the show. But it's one of them things where people hide it, and you don't know. And until you get to know the meat and potatoes. Me and Kev's conversations for 10, 15 years were probably mostly fluff conversations. We saw each other in passing. We knew each other. We had mutual friends. Then somewhere along the way, we crossed the line and we became real friends, where we can go to each other's house. We can call each other. We can talk shit about anything, anytime we feel like it. And there needs just to be more of that going on, so that it makes it easier. It makes it easier for people. And we all need friends. I hate the thing. I hate. And I know it's a strong word. When people act like they proud, oh, I'm a team of one. What the hell is a team of one? What's so special about being a team of one? Kev, help me out. You older than me. What's so special about being your own team?
Not a whole lot. Good way to become depressed. I can tell you, in our business, me moving up through the ranks, as you move up through leadership positions, from a professional standpoint, that window narrows. So you end up not having as many people to share situations with, share your thoughts with. Don't have as many people to get advice from, because there's not many people that can relate to what you're going through. So a lot of times, even professionally, you'll end up in a situation where things are just kind of balled up because there's no peers to talk to, or some things are confidential. And sort of what gave us our outlet was we were all in public safety. I'm in fire, you in law enforcement, so we got to share different things, similar, but we were able to give each other different perspectives, as well as how we all dealt with relationships and kids and things of that nature, because we all had similar challenges. So that was always nice to have a group of close friends that were in the same profession, like we all had the public safety link. So, and even in retirement, we have conversations about, shit, what do we do with our day now? You know what I mean? So, we all trained, we were trainers and spent a lot of time reaching back out to others. So, but this time, to your point though, it's I don't know how people make it like that. I think human nature is for people to want to be typically around other people and embraced and have some type of nurturing going on with relationships. You know what I mean?
And you know, and it's crazy. It sucks that our bond came from we all dealt with trauma on a regular recurring basis. And you know, it's one of the things that I'm not here to defend anybody, but when dealing with trauma is your life, you have a black sense of humor. And people say, oh, how can cops joke about this? Listen, this is what they have to do every day they come to work. You can't keep wearing it on your shoulder. There is really nobody to ask for help because everybody looking for you to show up with your cape and save them. Cops need saving, firefighters need saving, but who's there for them? So we end up bonding with each other over trauma, and you do develop a black humor. And there's a point where it sucks, but it's survival mode because you can't think about all the bad shit that just happened and continue to work. Or if that case, there would be no more firemen or policemen. It is not an easy task. And I hear it. It ain't for, and that's why it ain't for everybody. But the fact that we developed a bond over trauma, that, you know, there are times when we have the darkest of conversations where we talk about some of the things we've seen. That's not built for most people, but that's how we got to talk about it some way. And I'm sure Kevin understands that typically we don't want to talk about this with our spouse because we don't want them to know. No. We don't want them to know how much danger we're putting ourselves in. So we don't tell them certain things. But we need somebody in our ranks or somebody who understands what we're doing. And sometimes, you know, and I'm sure Kevin has done this too. There's some things we do share that are dark. They just not the darkest, because as soon as you share them, you know what the wife gonna say, you know what the spouse gonna say, you know what the significant other's gonna say. It's time for you to look for another job. I'm scared. I don't like you doing that. So we can't share. We can't share the deepest shit. So we got each other for that. You know, we can talk about, you know, people we saw die, people we saw burn up, shit like that. Because again, we need to talk about it. You can't just keep it bottled up. And that's just one of them things that, you know, you never, it's sometimes, Kevin, do you find it sometimes easier to talk to a total stranger? Well, now you got your crazy ass friends. But before them, sometimes it's easier to talk to a total stranger because there's nobody to judge you.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, most of the time, it's you know, somebody that is in the same field, and my conversation is geared towards who. Hold on one second.
And you know, one of my friends, Jeff, said, you know, men have a hard time being vulnerable. It's not just men, it's everybody, because nobody wants to be rejected. People reach out and we reject them. We slap their hand away. We tell them, you know, yeah, we say man up, but we like to tell women, oh, it's gonna be okay. Sometimes it ain't gonna be okay. Sometimes it ain't. Let them have their moment. Let them cry. Let them exhale. Give them time to grieve, because that's what Kev didn't get time to grieve. If something happened at a fire, it's on to the next fire, no matter what he just saw. You know, I could see something bad happen to a kid. Nobody cares. You know, when somebody call 911, they want the police to show up. My sergeant want me to show up. They don't say, oh man, well, you just saw somebody get killed in a car wreck. Maybe you can take the rest of the day off. That's never the answer. That is never the answer. Ever.
Nah, we're there 24 hours. So it's one dead body after the next. And you know, when you work holidays, those, if it's something that major loss of life or something, you typically don't forget those for a long time. But you know, just again, not necessarily gearing it towards public safety, but just in general, people in general have things like I just lost another friend 2 days ago, and lost a good friend of mine, Terrence Dortch, last week. And his funeral is this week. So I've known Terrence since he was like 13. And you know, young brother in the funeral business, doing very well for himself. And so with his death and any death that occurs around a holiday for a family, it becomes one of those traumatic things that causes depression. Every year, that holiday birthday or whatever that is that triggers that comes around. So, it's something you have to, it doesn't go away. It's like anything. I just think you have to learn to live with it. And it gets better, but it doesn't go away.
And you're right. And, you learn your own self-survival skills, and that's what sucks, because sometimes they're not good for you. Even with the group that we got, we find out things sometimes about each other, and then we fuss at each other, and we always swear we're gonna do better. But sometimes there's just nothing like a call out. There's just nothing like calling somebody. Kevin has called me unknowing on days I felt like shit. And he I don't know if he noticed it or not, but his ass just won't let me get off the phone. It's like, yo, dude, but he keep talking till I cheer up. Then I guess when he think I'm cheered up, he let me go. And sometimes those mean the most when you don't reach out to people and they just happen to call you at the right time. That just means a lot. And that's why it's important that we reach out to people more, especially if you think, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm looking at people who watch social media. I've done a couple of investigations into people who committed suicide because a friend would call and say, man, I can't believe my friend committed suicide. And I'm like, if you look at their page, they left 3 days worth of notes, and all the notes say the same thing, and everybody's saying the same thing in the comments. Call me, call me, call me, call me. But nobody called this person. Nobody went to this person's house. I'm confused. Let me call Kevin on, get a call back in 20 minutes. Because now I got the wife's phone number. So that's my second call. Then I'm calling the crew to see who's the closest to him, because somebody gonna have to lay eyes on him. Somebody gotta lay eyes on him, and we need to know what's going on. And this is what the holiday season is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about your truest friends, the people who truly care about you and want to wish you well. Not total strangers who all got their pennies in a bunch, and you can't say shit to them without them, acting crazy. We have just got to do better at taking care of our own, and that's something that we do. Brenda says, men, women, and children all experience trauma that calls for help. We just keep moving because we don't want to be looked upon as weak. That's the stigma attached to mental health issues. And I think it's the stigma also of anytime we say mental health, I think especially amongst Blacks, the first thing we think is crazy. We don't think it. It's like, oh, you crazy. Oh, you crazy. And, it is a mental condition, but it don't mean you're crazy. And that's what we've got to stop doing. We got to stop pushing that crazy button. And just say, there are very few people who have not experienced trauma. And like I say, the holidays make it worse. My friend Shay, who I'm trying to get to come up to the right page. When I told y'all I was sad because I lost one of my best friends, it was also her husband. So, it's different for everybody. So yeah, we got to take a little bit better care of our people and reach out to them, go see them, make sure they're okay. Do the eye test. Like I said, me and Kevin, there you go. Me and Kevin will do the ear test until we see each other. But my group of friends are so retarded. We got a Facebook chat going, then we got a phone chat going, because they're just special in a special kind of way. But too many times people think we just gonna just make it through because that's what we got to do. Survival mode is not surviving. It's the reason why we don't understand trauma. It's the reason why when you see kids getting beat, everybody want to tell stories about how they got beat and look at them. So you see a beating and you think it's normal. That tells you that you're not okay. If you think a beating is normal because you got one and survived, that's akin to, and I was doing the thing and I was like, tell that to a rape victim. They survived the rape. That doesn't mean they're okay. Just because you survived something does not mean that you're okay. It means you got through it. That doesn't mean you don't need more help. And we got to quit saying that, oh, I'm a survivor. Surviving is a great thing, but sometimes survival is what makes it harder, because you survive, but you don't get rid of the memories. You don't get rid of the memory, and everybody is pushing you forward like, oh, you survived, you should be happy. You lived through it. Clearly, you're a special kind of stupid. You're a special kind of stupid. I survived, I had a car wreck a long time ago where I went degraded and I wasn't supposed to make it. I survived that. That's something that, yeah, I can look back on and be relatively happy about. Kevin survived a personal trauma. That's something that he can look back on and be happy about. But that's a personal thing that we go through, where something physical happened to us that was, not common. Ain't like we got shot by a total stranger. It's something that just happened to us. Yeah, you can survive those and be okay. But we don't look at other people. I don't look at people who were in car wrecks, so they survived, they're gonna be okay. That's an ignorant mentality that we got to stop acting like it's okay. You see this, I got beat worse than that. My mama beat me with a extension cord, and you think you're okay? The way you said it told me that you're not healed. But you can't speak ill against your mother because you love her, and I'm not asking you to speak ill against her, but you got to realize the trauma that set in. You got to realize the trauma that set in, and how you, what's it called when Munchausen by proxy, when you love your abuser. And I'm not saying your mother's an abuser. I'm just saying if they were to cause you getting beat all the time and you have to love them, that's exactly what it is. And it's unaddressed issues. And these are the things that become so much more prevalent around Christmas. When I was in the 2nd grade, my mother's appendix burst. I don't know what y'all know about medicine, but when your appendix bursts, you're on the clock right then. Had I not understood what was going on, hell, I didn't understand, but had I not known who my mother was, I called somebody, we got her to the hospital. I remember the doctor saying she had she had about 20 more minutes before she would have died. So yeah, Christmas is an extremely hard time for me. Oh, well, she survived, you should be thankful. When you're 7 and your mother almost died, that's not something you just get over. So, it agitates the shit out of me when people tell me, oh, you should be thankful she survived it. It still doesn't take away the fact that it happened on Christmas Day. So for me, Christmas has never been a special day. I could do away with Christmas Day altogether. But I understand that it's special to other people. So I don't bring my hurt to other people. I want everybody else to have a happy holiday. I just want them to quit telling me to get over it because she survived, or what I should be thankful for because she survived. The memory is there. It's a scar that's never going anywhere. And sometimes the best thing you can say, all right, is just nothing. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to listen. I say it all the time when I'm talking about relationships, that me, Kev, the rest of the crew, one of the things we had to learn to do was listen. You don't have to be a problem solver all the time. Sometimes you just need to be an ear and let people vent and go from there. I know that we've had conversations where Kev didn't say shit. He caught me venting and he just let me vent. And it may have happened the other way, but you don't have to come up with a solution for what's going on. If somebody wants to tell you what happened, let them tell you. Don't force them to relive it for your curiosity, for ignorance sake. One of the things I hate, and is people, when there's death, people always want to ask you, well, what happened? Well, they fucking died. What else do you need to know? It's like they want you to relive their hurt over and over again. And I really detest those people who always ask what happened when you tell them somebody died. What difference does it make how they died? Do you think me telling it, whether it was natural causes, whether it was a car wreck, whether it was a gunshot, you think me telling you over and over again is making me feel better? Yeah, sometimes we do need to get it out, but let them get it out when they feel like getting it out. You finna say something, big dude? He gave me out. You give me these all these movements you're doing like you at Six Flags. And as Shay said, it's been 5 weeks since MC died, and she still have her days. Hell, I still have my days. Damn, Brenda. Inbox me. What's the C word? I forgot. But Brenda says the field psychologist doesn't recognize or even use the C word. Damn it, that can't be survivor. I forgot what I said now. Not reaching out to your family or friends is part of mental health. For some reason, you have let your mind play out a whole scenario and why they don't need you to reach out. Right, you devalue yourself, and they help devalue you when they want you to do something when you need them. And that's why I say quit telling people to call you, because when you don't call them, you let them know that you really ain't shit. You help push the depression theory that you really don't mean nothing to nobody. That's why you got to call them to let them know something is wrong. All right, says people struggle to find something to say, so they jump to positive sounding statements to actually diminish. And it's true, you diminish the sharing of the pain. You know, when I first talked about mine and people were like, man, you lucky, you got this, you got that. And I would think to myself, yeah, I wish you had my life so you understood what the fuck I'm going through. I wouldn't wish this. Let me rephrase it. Let me not tell a lie. I would wish this on my worst enemy. I wish they could feel the pain that I feel on a regular basis. I truly do. I got no shame. I wouldn't wish this on a close friend. But enemies, yeah, I wish all this depression on my enemies. Times 3. Let's see. And Antoinette says the code word is I'm on my way. See, my folks ain't even gonna say that. They just gonna be on the way. And if you mess around and answer the phone, they ain't gonna let you off the phone. And true, people can be so insensitive. Oh, condolences. Okay, thank you. So I sure wasn't getting it. Oh, C word is crazy. All right, I got you. I'm catching up now. But yeah, and you know, and this is why at 57, I value my friendships more. I value Kev. You know, me and Kev, like I said, we both came from public service work. I can't say we were close when we were both active, but upon retirement, we became more like brothers. He was somebody who understood what I was going through. We can understand or share what it's like our spouses because we came from the same field, you know, so we want to have a get together with all them. But like I say, that was just to talk about the holiday depression. And we got to do a better, we have to do a better job of dealing with it and explaining to people how to deal with it. Don't quit telling people it's going to be okay. Time does what time does, but you can't rush time. Just sometimes the best thing you can do is just be a listening ear. No more, no less. Let them vent. If you're lucky enough, and I know this sounds crazy, and this is for the people who are helping survivors or people who are suffering from depression. If you're lucky enough, they may even cry with you. Let them cry. Let them cry. Don't tell them to stop. Don't tell them, just let them do it. Just let them cry. And it's okay. It's okay, right? Never overcommit or underdeliver. Just respect the fact that they felt comfortable enough with you to share something. For whatever reason, maybe you just caught them when they was flooding, but you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. One of the things that I truly learned in this life, hugs are very underrated. Hugs are very, very excruciating underrated. A good hug does so much more. A good hug from somebody who means it, hell, even a stranger who feels genuine, they take away so much of the weight that's on your shoulders. And I learned this, it's crazy, because people used to always want to hug me. And there were times when I was going through my moods and I got a hug. And I realized how much better a good hug made me feel. Whether it was from family, friends, or whoever, but when they hugged me and they wrapped their arms around me, even if I'm the strongest one, but I felt safe in that moment. I felt, that's a good word. I want to say I felt love. Even though if the person didn't love me, I felt comfort. They took away some of my stress. So don't underestimate a hug. Don't underestimate a smile. Don't underestimate a kind word. It's okay. It don't cost you nothing. If you run across people who take kindness for a weakness, then just quit talking to them. Eliminate them from the process. But shit. Remember, I told you, I got 2 guy friends, love them to death. They love to kiss me. Agitates the living shit out of me. I don't want to be kissed by a dude. But I understand that's the love that they're sharing. And they're gonna kiss me. I'm gonna fuss about it. I can't do nothing because they're bigger than me. But I understand that they just showing love.
Don't go too far with that story.
Oh, no, it ain't no kiss on the lip now. Don't start no shit, kid. See, this is why I have to restrict my friends. But yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to get that out. I don't want to mess up anybody's holidays, but I do want y'all to pay attention to who's in your circle. If somebody is separating themselves, if somebody keeps going to the back of the room, if somebody is pulling away, go on and reach over to them. And if you don't know them well enough to have a talk with them, touch somebody on the shoulder who know them and ask them to go have a talk with them. Hey, your friend, all right? Shit, just walk over there, like I said, you just never know who needs a hug or a kind word out of the blue. So we good with that? You good? You good, Cal? Where's your sip and paint? Because I keep saying paint and sip, but clearly Claire wants y'all to get drunk before y'all start painting.
We in
what's the address?
1259 Glenwood Avenue.
And
Southeast.
You got a website?
Paint Sip Socialize. All you got to do is ask Siri who's the #1 paint sip in Atlanta. It's gonna pop up.
Well, I want to put it in the comment section.
Google it.
I can't put a Google in here for people to look at it.
Huh?
I can't put it. They can't Google while they're watching the show.
Well, just Paint Sip Socialize. www.paintsipsocialize.com.
www.paintsipsocialize.com. All right, so that's his place. Like I said, we're gonna do a couple of shows there. We're gonna show up and show out because that's what we do. I'm gonna have
They waiting on you to come out.
Hey man, what I say? I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it before 2023, but we're gonna get it done.
You something like a celebrity in the city.
Oh, they know me. Hold on, they gonna know me before I get there.
They gonna know you before you get there.
See, that's that pressure. That's that stress right there.
We got your picture on the wall.
Oh damn. See, now I'm gonna have to do a remote. But for those of y'all who are in the metro area, when you visit, check him out. If y'all coming to visit, if you let me know, I will come out and do a show just while you in town so you can paint, sip, and socialize with Kev and DVP and support my JB and all in the process. This is what we do. This is how we support Black businesses when everybody say it ain't nothing to do. Because check them out. I know on Facebook you can see the videos where they end up dancing and doing all that thing. I guess you can see it on the website because I saw it on Kevin's page. That's what we do. All right, so because this ain't gonna be a long show. Every show is supposed to end off on something good. Kev, you're getting tasked for this too. I did something this past weekend. There's an organization called WAVE. We all value excellence, and it's about Black men mentoring boys, especially at-risk and low-income boys. They had an event at John Lewis Invictus Academy. They gave away almost 3,000 toys and presents for Christmas. 3,000. There were over, I want to say there were over 1,000 kids and like 600-700 parents. This is something that they did, and they had been trying to get me to be a part of it for 2-3 years, and something always came up. But you know, part of my commitment is to do better. And it wasn't gonna be no New Year's resolution. It was something I was gonna go on and jump on. And he wanted me to come for the mentorship, but I wanted to see how they did their events. They didn't ask for nothing. They went out and got into the community and got everybody to donate stuff or chip in money to see 1,500, 1,600, 1,700 kids riding their bikes out, riding skateboards out, walking out with toys. You know, one of the things says the only kids who left here with nothing are the ones who didn't want nothing, and they were mostly with the volunteers. But everybody who showed up for the event, whether they registered or not, every kid who showed up left with toys with an S on it. They didn't all leave with bikes, but amazingly, all the kids didn't want bikes. Some of them wanted drum sets, some of them wanted guitars, some of them wanted little action figures. Some of the girls wanted purses or paint sets. But to give that kind of thing and to have an open registration is something phenomenal. And I'm gonna have my friends from WAVE to come on and talk about it more, but that's something I'm gonna be totally committed to. And I know ladies, I don't know who y'all know, but I know a bunch of good men, not dudes. I know a bunch of good men. And as we enter in 2023, y'all making resolutions, quit claiming dudes as men. Men will show up and show out. They don't need a challenge, they just need a cause. If you got to keep trying to tell a guy why he should be good, he's a dude. And ain't nothing gonna change. And sometimes you got to know when to cut bait. Fellas, if she ain't for you, why you keep trying to force the issue? Find somebody who likes you, that you like. Quit trying to get these other people, and we keeping up this dumbass battle of the sexes going in 2023. Nobody's winning now. Nobody is winning now. WAVE, we all value excellence. Find somebody who accentuates your excellence that you can accentuate theirs. As I start off the show with, there's a reason that me, Kev, John, and Terry ended up being a crew. 2 cops, 2 firefighters. Our only link is what we did for a living. But like I say, I don't remember ever going to a fire where Kev was there. I don't think Kev was there when the guy died in when the guy died in the academy. And we had to call the firefighters. But you know, time does what time does, and you get friendships that you never knew. Like I said, I knew who it was just because he's a tall ass dude. But there wouldn't have been no reason for there was nothing that would have stood out unless he caught me body slamming somebody in the classes. There was nothing that would have stood out about me. But here we are. So you never know how you'll make alliances. You'll never know who will become a true and a lifelong friend. So with that being said, like I said, we're gonna talk more about Wave. We're gonna get these shirts and hats. We're gonna get me some. So we're gonna start having events. We're gonna do this paint, sip, and socialize with my boy Kev. I'm gonna promote that. So you know, that's what we're gonna do. And because it's the holiday season, this is gonna be a quick show because I ain't gonna keep y'all all day because I know y'all don't want to talk to me. Kev, you got anything you want to say in parting? You got any special events coming up?
We're doing a New Year's celebration. So if you know, you guys are looking for something to do for New Year, something different, 10:30 to 1 a.m. and bring your own food and drinks. And good night to come out. We always have a good time. So come check us out.
Yeah, but I was told to ask, do y'all ever do any nude painting?
We have exotic night. It's on I think the next one is scheduled for, we just had one 2 weeks ago. So we have an exotic night, ladies only. So that dude comes out and I'm usually not there because
I don't want to do a show that night.
I'm in another club.
Yeah, I don't want to do a show that night.
Man, we need to see each other before the New Year comes in because, you know, 2 years ago this time I was on life support. So, you know, I'm just happy to be on this side and not looking out a hospital window for my 2nd year in a row. So try to catch up before the New Year start.
Well, I ain't John supposed to be working on something? We said we're going to meet up. But like I said, we're going to do I'm riding to Douglasville. I'll be out there right after Christmas. Coming to get me some eggs, bro. Hey, make it do what it
you
do.
Seen the price of eggs, man?
Man, I saw that on the news show. I was like, damn. They like some of these eggs like $6-7 now. I'm like, get out of here. Hey man, this finna be like crypto for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride this egg market.
I'm coming to holler at you.
Yeah, but we're gonna get together. Hell, if I got to come by there, because you got a pool table. But yeah, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, we have got to make the holiday season, the year-round season, where we look out for each other. We don't just wait till the end of the year to start expressing love, admiration, and whatever it is we do. Like I said, me and my crew, we try to meet at least once a quarter. We between chatting, the phone chats, which is hilarious to me. We phone chat and we social media chat. And it's crazy that we got 2 separate chats, but we stay in constant contact with each other. And we try to link up and see each other face to face. Like I say, at least once a quarter. This is what we got to start doing year round. Don't wait till people die before you start telling all your war stories. I mean, the war stories we tell in front of each other are hilarious. And you know, it's funny. Some things we can say in front of the wives, some things we ain't gonna say in front of them. It's just for the 4 of us. You know, but we have fun, and that's what we got to do. Let's make this. Let's start making this year round. Let's stop doing the battle of the sexes. Let's figure out ways to uplift each other. Oh, speaking of uplifting, before I get in trouble, ask your friends to like my page. Share the show with them, but ask them to like Random Thoughts with DVP. It's free. All it costs you is just to hit the little invite button, and you can invite our friends. You hit one click, and bam! Thank you. I already had some friends come, and I definitely appreciate that. But what I want you guys to do, I want to make sure you have a safe holiday season. Hopefully it's prosperous for you. But let's get through it. Let's survive it and get ready for 2023. And let's hit 2023 with an effing bang. Bang, bang, bang. So Roy, you got anything you wanna do before I close us out? I should ask him, was he there? He's probably somewhere close.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You
just check out the page, man. All the information is on the page. Like I said, we got some goals that we're trying to reach. We're gonna let people take this journey with us as we reach. So our goal is to sell a total of 4,000 units. And as we reach each goal thing or goal area, we're gonna share it. We're gonna be on Facebook, on social media and stuff. We got some things happening. Like I said, working on a new studio space. Once we get in there, we're gonna be having new content coming regularly. Again, more new stuff, more of the old stuff, some different things added in. But like you said, people say they want certain things. We're a Black-owned media company that has turned down money from major corporations because they told me that they didn't want us to do any type of news and they just wanted us to be entertainment. And we were like, well, you're not going to dictate what we do and how we talk to our people. So, keep it moving. So we're getting ready to go into it. 2023 is going to be real aggressive for us and real amazing.
And, we're going to make this happen. We're going to make this happen regardless. So, as one of my phrases for 2023 going to be ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be there. Brian got his show. He's doing his thing. There's enough things that we can support each other. And I ain't got nothing against nobody rich. But we ain't got to keep supporting millionaires. We helping millionaires make millions while we want to help our thousandaire friends make thousands. That's all I'm saying. Let's do that. I'm gonna keep bringing it to you the best I can. I'm gonna have more guests to talk about stuff. As Kev said, we're gonna talk about finances. We're gonna talk about financial literacy. We're gonna talk about credit. We're gonna talk about relationships. We're gonna talk about politics. I still need you guys to understand a little bit more. But there's gonna be a lot more accountability and responsibility coming in 2023. It's gonna be accountable. Men have to be more accountable. Women have to be more accountable. There's no reason that we're making bad decisions with all the knowledge that we got. Ignorance is no excuse in 2023. It ain't. So with that being said, it's the only time, well, next show too, that I'm gonna pass the book because I want y'all to have a great holiday season. But come 2023, we hitting with bang. We just banging. So I want to wish all y'all a happy holidays. And until next time, y'all know what it is, right? Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease. And we out.